Hello guys, this is CodeNCode and this is video editorial for the problem add two numbers taken from Leetcode 100 most liked questions. Problem is of difficulty level medium and we'll be solving it using recursive solution, right? So the problem statement is you are given two non-empty list, which is linked list, which are linked list, which represent two non-negative integers. Okay, these are actually given in reversed order. Digits are given in the reverse order. So you have to basically create a new linked list which represents the sum of previous two numbers. Okay, so if I explain the same with an example, here's a beautiful example given by the problem itself. So you are given 342 and 465. The answer would be 807. So this will be given in the reverse order. So this is linked list 1, which represents the digit as 243 in the reverse order, right? 342 will be represented as 2, 4 and 3, and this is the second linked list in the input, and this is what you have to return 708, which as read in the reverse order will represent 807, which is sum of these two numbers, right? So what are the prerequisites? Nothing much. You should be comfortable with any one programming language. Then you should know recursion, how it works, and also basics of number theory, not more than that. These are the only prerequisites required. How will solve this problem? I've taken this example that I'm taking covers almost every edge case. Okay, so we'll be covering this example test case and I'll explain you how the solution of this problem works. We'll be using three different variables: current sum, which represents current digit sum. If I'm going to make a new we'll be solving it digit by digit. Okay, so we'll first add these two digits and something will come out and we'll create new node of the resultant linked list. Okay, and then we'll move on to the second digits and then we will add these two and create new node and so on. Okay, so if we are working with these two digits, then their sum is going to be 12 and that will be represented by current digit sum. Okay, and if it is 12, of course the current digit won't store 12, it will store only 2, right? So this represents the current digit and this will represent the carry, which will forward to the next digits. Okay, so these are three variables. The output of this is assumed to be, output we expect is 1002, and if you read it from reverse order, you should output 2001. Your linked list should represent 2001 in the reverse order, right? So yeah, this is how we'll solve this problem. So just think how you'll solve this problem recursively. Okay, this is very easy if you think this. In fact, recursive and iterative both solutions are quite easy. So think in terms of recursion, how you will incorporate carry and digit sum and all, how you'll solve this problem. Okay, are you a student or working professional who is looking for a great career in software development? Then you have to think about aspects like what's trending in the industry and what kind of questions are being asked in interviews, and what's the thought process behind the architecture of great applications like Google, Amazon, Zomato, etc., and how to improve your CodeChef ranking. The show hosts on Unacademy are working with some of the top companies like Google and Amazon, to name a few. They're 7-star coder on CodeChef and industry expert with years of experience. They'll walk you through their own industry experience and interact with a lot of guests like HR and industry leaders of top companies, where they will ask questions raised by you. The episodes will be covering a lot of content that will benefit your career. Like in live episode, you get an opportunity to ask tech HRs about top 20 interview questions and industry leaders directly about their recruitment process in startups and MNCs. What's the eligibility criteria and how to apply and how they build such great products. Even get your resume and your college or personal project improved by getting them reviewed by expert SDEs. And not only this, you can participate in mock interviews and learn courses on programming languages, cloud computing, blockchain and crypto, tech aspects of digital marketing and data analytics. Have you ever wondered about the hiring process of top startups and similar top MNCs? Get to understand the A to Z recruitment process and get some idea about the interesting project which they are working on. If you want to understand the internal structures and the work culture of top companies, this is the show for you. So what are the differentiators? Something that you'll get here but not on YouTube. Here directly from companies, their HR and tech teams on what they look in individuals while acquiring peoples. In this show, Anuj will host prominent HR leaders of tech industry and we'll get to understand the hiring process, structure of teams, key product offering and interesting projects being worked on by HRs while hosting the event. And not everybody needs to pay a lot. You can get your daily dose of learning and many such shows only at $999 for an entire year. And you can use my code CodeNCode_UA and get 10% additional off and get the same subscription at $899 for an entire year. Now let's head back to our lecture. So let's understand the solution by going to the code. So this is the function, this is what you will be given, okay, and you have to return the pointer to the first node of newly created list. So add node which actually return pointer to the first node of newly created list, and L1 and L2 are being passed, okay, and this represents the carry. At this point we don't have any carry, that's why passing 0. And what is happening here, let me just show you with this example. So we are here and the current digit sum will be 12, right? 8 plus 4, 12. Now current digit will of course be carry plus current digit sum modulo 10, right? And that will be 2. And of course current digit sum plus carry, which was initially 0, that will be 12. 12 divided by 10 will be your carry, okay? So 2 and 1. So this represents your current digit and this is being calculated here like this, okay? The value and the node, this is the newly created node. So we need to create a new node with value current digit, okay? That will be 2. So we have value and we have node. I am creating the node which is empty, and we have three different conditions of pointers. Either both of them are pointing to certain digit, either one of them is only pointing to certain digit. For example, when this pointer reaches here, this will also reach here, but this will represent nothing, right? In that case only one of them is pointing to a list. Otherwise here, when both of them are representing nothing, when we move right to this, both of them will represent null, okay? So we have three cases. So in the first case, this represents your current digit, value will be digit sum plus reminder modulo 10, right, which is basically 2, and your new carry, not reminder, carry, I'll be most likely I'll be calling it carry again, I mean reminder again and again, but I'll try to call it carry. So newly created carry will be of course digit sum plus earlier carry divide by 10, right? And that's how you got 1, okay? And this carry is for the next 2 digits, remember? Now what you'll do, node we already created, we are only setting its value to the to the current digit, which is 2. And after that what we'll do, we need the next digit, right? For that what we'll do, we'll make a recursive call to this same function passing pointers to the next digit, right? That's why we are calling add node again recursively and passing the next pointer, so that we get 2 pointers which are pointing to the next digit which needs to be added. And also we need to pass the carry. Carry in this case was 1, so that's why we are having carry 1. Again you would perform the same thing. 9 plus 0 is 9, and now you will find out the carry and digit. Digit will be 9 plus 1, which is 10. 10 modulo 10 is 0, and 10 divided by 10 is 1. So of course 0 and 1 will be our current digit and carry, and since our current digit is 0, we'll create a new node and set the value to 0, which is current digit, right? You will calculate digit, you will calculate new carry. After that you will set the value of the node which you already create here. This is the base case, we'll talk about this as well. And after that what you do, you again make a recursive call to to calculate the next digit, right? At this point these two nodes are not connected, right? This will be connected when we track back. So now here you see this, actually the next of this node is actually null, so we are here. A is actually not null, only one of them is exhausted and B is exhausted, right? The second list I am calling it as B. So here what you do, of course your value will be calculated only by A plus carry of the previous sum modulo 10, and newly carry will be calculated exactly the same way but divided by 10, right? And new node we already created here. We only need to set its value, and again we need to make call to create the next node. Now newly created node is 0, and now we'll make a recursive call to find out the next node, or basically create the next node. Now we are at the base case. Here a and b both are exhausted, so a is equals to null and b is equals to null, you see here, right? So when a and b both are null, you have two conditions: either you have some carry, right, or you don't. If you have some carry, you have to create a new node with carry, so that is being done here. Otherwise you will return null, because no new node needs to be created. So you are creating a new node passing r at its value, basically carry at its value, and you are returning that. So you are creating a new node with carry to 1, and now you will return, you are returning this. So what will happen, basically you are here at this point, and the node basically this recursive call has returned you pointer to this node, because remember we are returning pointer to the newly created node. So basically what this node can do, it can set its next pointer to this, right, which is being done here in this line of execution, right? And after that the work of this is also completed. It will simply return the node, right, the newly created node. So work is completed, so it will also return the node, and this node will be able to set its next pointer. Now this will return pointer to itself, basically. So we are here, and this node will be able to set its next pointer to the returned node, and this you will be able to understand beautifully, easily, if you are good with recursion. Okay, from here what we'll do, we'll return pointer to this node, which is pointer to the first node, from where this add node function was called, and add node function was called here. So this statement will be replaced by pointer to this node, which is the first node, and we will return that, and that is your answer. Okay, so this is how you solve this problem. And if you run this, this is actually an accepted solution. I only make videos, lecture if I'm able to solve the problem. Okay, so this is an accepted solution. So the solution I'll be provided in the link to the solution I'll be providing in the description of the video. So yeah, this is how you solve this problem. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next lecture. Thank you.